Okay guys, just thought I would share kind of my average normal day workflow, my Debian box. So running Debian testing, and the main reason I run that is to get the latest updates. Debian stable is great, it's stable, but they're typically behind in regards to the latest releases and whatnot. So I run Debian testing. I also run the i3 window manager, which is a tiling window manager. So on my screen here on the left, you're going to see console, right? So this is my main terminal screen where I fire up email and IRC typically, right? So I'll start with this, I'll open MUD up, which is the mail reader. And what's nice about this is I use W3M, which parses HTML within the email. So I found that to be the best one. So I'll do that. What you can do within tiling, so it's broken into workspaces. So this is workspace 1. On the bottom left, you'll see 1:console. So that's what workspace we're on screen 1 in regards to the recording. All right, so I'm using tmux basically to keep my IRC client, which is WeChat, persistent forever, because I don't want to lose any of the logs, and I just want that to stay persistent. So I have the command for listing active tmux sessions alias to TLS. Right, so you'll see there's one lonely IRC session, and to attach I use an alias TMA and then just first character of the name. You can see here's WeChat, and so here I have a variety of IRC channels, and so basically a typical, you could cycle through these, either F5 or F6 will scroll through, or you can hit Alt and the channel number next to it. All right, so if I want to jump down to Debian Security, Alt-8, it does that. Okay, and then to detach, I just do Control-BD, and I'm back there, and I can do other terminal-related stuff there. So that's what primarily I do on the console window. On the second screen, basically I have, so it's workspace 2 down here, which is browser, so it's basically running Chromium that I use for my browser, and obviously do browser things to it. The third workspace, switch over here to Emacs. So best editor on the planet, no matter what Vim users tell you. So over here what I have is I'm using org mode. So Emacs has all these different modes for doing various things. So org mode is basically a mode. It's our getting things done. So basically you have headings, these top level headings, which expand to sub level headings. So you see here for my Bible reading, I have it broken down by month, and then each month has each day's reading. Okay, and then over on the right is what we call an agenda view. And so it basically breaks down the week's tasks, right? So if we go into the details of that, you can see there's basically a date timestamp that repeats every year. Okay, so this in turn gets synced up to Dropbox, in which I use to pull the files on my Android device via a program called MobileOrg in the Play Store. That's specifically written to parse org files. Okay, and so obviously I do a lot more than just org mode. So let's see. So all my coding is done here as well. Text editing, everything. So if we just bring up like a Python file, this is something I wrote a while back. All right, so you can see we have color syntaxing and all that. So I use it basically for probably 90% of my editing needs, probably use VI Vim for the other 10%, and never use Nano. No one should ever use Nano. So in Workspace 4, something called RTV, let me get rid Actually, I'm going to go to entirely new one because that screen is messed up from earlier recording. So just type RTV, and basically this is a Regedit text-based client. So it fires up the front page. So you can, let's see, if you hit S, it opens your subreddits, right? So these are basically all my subscriptions. So if I go into, let's go Emacs, right? So that's going to pull all those up, and you can either view the given link, which is kind of nice because the way I have it set up. Click that, and boom, you notice my browser workspace just lit up in red, which tells me, right, it opens it up right in there, which is real nice. So that's the kind of the basic workflow, my day-to-day. Obviously I do more depending on what I'm working on, but that is essentially it. Thank you.